welcome. I'm Hannah from Tula Being Mindful Movement. Welcome to your yoga pick-me-up practice today. We're going to get stuck straight into things. So how about you find your way into child's pose? I'm choosing knees wide, big toes to touch, so that there's lots of room for the belly to expand between the thighs. Your choice, whether you start in this shape or even kneeling or in an upright seated posture. Let's take a few moments just to become presently aware of this moment. A sense of I have landed. This sense of I have landed may be quite hard to grapple with today. Just see if you can be aware of some of the thoughts and the feelings that might still be racing. And maybe you could imagine that with the next 3 rounds of breath, with each exhalation, imagine each of the to-do list thoughts, the challenges that we all face, that each one of those is a cloud in the sky, and your exhalation is just blowing that cloud along its journey. And then slowly making your way onto all fours. Taking a few moments to swerve your way through a couple of cat-cows. Starting to link breath with movement and movement with a breath. And then, if it's possible, we're going to come and meet in plank pose. Seeing if you can align your shoulders on top of the wrists and the heels on top of the toes. And then lift up and back to downward facing dog. Bending through the knees as you need. And then roll back through to plank pose. And then again, lifting up and back, downward facing dog. Come and meet in your high plank pose. See if you can drop the heels down towards the right side. And then bring the weight into your right hand and tap left hand to your right shoulder. Drop the left hand, heels to center. Do the same thing on the other side. Drop the heels down to the left side. Lift the right shoulder so that you can then also tap right hand to left shoulder. And then place the hands back down to center, heels to center. And then lift the hips up and back. This time walk the hands back towards those feet so that you're dangling in a forward fold at the base of your mat here. Take a breath. There's a generous bend in the knees. And then walk the hands forwards. Back through to high plank. Bring the heels down to the right side. Left hand to your right shoulder. You're going to draw your right knee down and forwards. And then extend the left arm forwards. So I'm testing my balance by keeping my right toes pointing towards the back edge of the mat. You could sort of do a little kickstand and bring the right foot behind you off the mat. Your choice here. If you feel like you can test your balance one step further, start to lift your gaze under that left shoulder and then maybe even turning it up towards the sky. And if you feel like you can go one step further, think about hovering. And it could be at that point you look down. See if you can start to hover that left leg. If you want to, you can kickstand the right foot behind you at this point. Last breath. Look down, slowly, whoop, place left foot forwards. Now that is a challenge. Take your time to come and meet me there. Bring both hands to the top edge of your mat. Tuck the right toes. Lift the knee. Sweep the hands towards the sky. Inhale. And then hands to heart. Shoot the weight forwards. Hovering the right leg. Warrior 3. Pause. Breathe. Slowly lift up through to balance on the left foot as you draw that right knee up. See if you can lift the right knee higher and then place right foot to the earth. Bend through the knees, come through chair, Utkatasana. I've got a wide legged version. You can have feet together. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Step back to downward facing dog. Rippling forwards through to high plank pose. Drop the feet or the heels towards the left side. Right hand to the left shoulder. And then from here, start to drop the left knee to the earth. Prop the left knee underneath your left hip. Now remember, if you need more support, you're going to kickstand the left foot off the mat behind you. I'm going to extend the right arm forwards. Palm is somewhat facing down. And at that point, you're just testing out, how do I feel in terms of my balance? The other thing to test out is toes tucked or untucked. Untucked, I suggest that you press down firmly through the top of your foot. See if you can test that one step further, turning the gaze out to the side, or perhaps even up and underneath that right arm. Now remember, it is yoga. If you're wibbly wobbling, if you're falling all over the place, just take a good giggle at yourself. Some days balance can be incredibly challenging. If you feel like you could go there, I'm going to look down a little or to the side as I see what I can do with hovering that right leg as well. Now we know what's coming on this second side. We're going to see if we can place the right foot towards the top of the mat. Maybe look to where you want that foot to go. A challenge as we step it forwards. Come and meet me in a low lunge and then a high lunge. Inhale. We're going to bow the heart forwards, hands to heart space, and then see if you can hover that left leg, warrior 3 pose. We pause, we find our balance, and we continue to balance as we lift the heart and gently swing that left knee up and forwards. Can you lift the left knee any higher? And then lower the left foot to the earth. Come and meet me in a variation of chair. Forward fold. Take a halfway lift into downward facing dog. From here, drop the knees towards the earth. I'm going to choose to keep my knees closer together on this child's pose and then bring the arms back beside those legs. Head is grounding, shoulders are relaxing and releasing down. Take a moment to feel earthed, connected to your body and your breath. When you feel ready, slowly make your way onto your belly and spread the arms out wide like the letter T. And then roll onto your right side, bringing the left hand closer in towards your face and tuck both knees up and in. This is as far as I'm going to go today. We're not holding this for too long, but trying to open through the front of that right shoulder. You choose how high your right hand should be, and you want to connect into sensations through that right shoulder that feel okay for you. Just one more breath. We'll take a pause between the two sides, so rolling back towards your belly. And then the same thing on that second side. So lengthening the left arm away, right hand closer towards you, roll into your left side and tuck both knees upwards. And everyone's going to be a slightly different shape here, depending what sensations are coming up for you through that left shoulder. And we never want to be experiencing pain. We're just finding an edge that feels opening for us. Last breath. And then slowly coming back through to center. Again, pause. And then slowly roll onto your back from where you are. Draw the right knee in towards your chest. If it feels comfortable, extend the left leg away. We're going to cross that right knee over towards your left side. Maybe you spread the right arm out. Maybe you turn the head away from that right knee. One more breath here. Now twist. And then draw your way back through to center. Swap the legs over. You might choose to keep the right foot to the earth as you gather that left knee in towards your chest. You might choose to extend that right leg away. And then we want to gently guide left knee across the body. Maybe you're spreading the left arm away from you. See if you can keep the shoulders connecting towards the earth. So don't worry about that left knee having to touch the ground. And just one more breath. Slowly coming back through to center. Anything else that you might need here before you settle in for Shavasana? Any variation that works for you with the legs, cushions, blankets? just starting to become aware of your surroundings. Starting off by wiggling your fingers, your toes, and beginning to roll to the side, and lifting your way up to sit tall. You might like to bring a hand to heart, hand to belly, and just feel into this space of now. As always, thank you so much for joining today's little pick-me-up practice. I bow to you.
Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon. Not only will this keep you up to date with my offerings, but will keep content like Tula Being free and accessible to all.